It's late July, 2026. Across the UK, millions lie awake, sweating and restless, as another night refuses to cool. The air outside hums with the buzz of portable fans and quiet conversations. Neighbors dragged from their beds by the oppressive heat. Mattresses are dragged onto balconies, patios, and even small front lawns, as families seek a breath of cooler night air. This is not the Britain most people remember. The Super El Niño has brought punishing new records. Daytime highs over 38 degrees Celsius, and midnight temperatures stuck above 25. Towns from Manchester to Maidstone experience tropical nights that last for weeks. In city flats, the heat is especially fierce. Brick walls trap warmth, refusing to let go. Even in the countryside, where evenings once brought cool relief, the air is thick and unmoving. Stories circulate of whole neighborhoods camping in parks, sharing water bottles and cold flannels. The nation is exhausted, anxious about what the next day will bring. Something fundamental has changed in how the UK sleeps and how it faces each morning. Nights that were once a refuge have become yet another challenge, forcing everyone to ask, how do we cope and how do we adapt? Why is this happening? The culprit is the Super El Niño, a climate phenomenon that has supercharged global weather patterns. Unlike a typical El Niño, this one is stronger and longer, heating up the Pacific and pushing warm, humid air far into Europe. In 2026, Britain is hotter than ever, with weather more like southern Spain than the familiar green and grey UK. Normally, cooler Atlantic winds would bring relief at night, but this year, those winds have weakened, and the heat lingers. The UK's old buildings, built for wet winters and mild summers, can't handle this new normal. Super El Niño is making existing trends worse, and we're seeing the results in our own homes and bedrooms. The lesson is clear. These hot summers are not a one-off, they're a warning that the UK must adapt to a changing climate. The heat does more than ruin a good night's sleep, it disrupts almost every part of daily life. Families wake up groggy and irritable, already sweating before breakfast. With water rationing in force, morning routines change. Quick sponge baths replace showers, and laundry piles up. Power outages become common as the national grid struggles to handle millions of fans and old air conditioners. Trains are delayed by warped rails, buses break down in the heat. Supermarket shelves, especially for fresh produce and chilled foods, are often empty. With nights too hot to sleep and days too risky to spend outside, people change their schedules. Some head to work at dawn or late evening, trying to avoid the worst of the sun. In high-rise flats, temperatures soar above 30 degrees Celsius by midnight, forcing desperate families to sleep in stairwells or even car parks. People feel trapped, always on the lookout for shade, water, or a rare breeze. It's like living in a pressure cooker, says one London nurse. You can't get away from the heat day or night. The health dangers of these hot, sleepless nights are real, and they're growing. Hospitals report a sharp rise in cases of dehydration, heat exhaustion, and even heat stroke. The elderly suffer the most, their bodies struggling to cool down, and without enough rest, their hearts and lungs are put under extra stress. Care homes try to keep residents safe, but often lack the resources for round-the-clock cooling. Children become cranky, lose their appetites, and can't concentrate in class. For those with asthma or other health conditions, the combination of heat and poor sleep is dangerous. Doctors warn that people with chronic illnesses, like diabetes or heart disease, face higher risks during heat waves. Sleep deprivation makes it harder to manage these conditions. Without sleep, everything, from immune function to mental health, gets worse. There's also a hidden toll on emotional well-being. Anxiety and depression increase. People feel isolated and helpless, especially if they live alone or in poor housing. The sleep crisis is not just a matter of comfort, it's a public health emergency. Why does sleep matter so much, especially during a heat wave? Sleep is essential for survival. When we sleep, our bodies cool down, process stress, and recover from the day's demands. Without enough rest, our immune systems weaken, our hearts work harder, and our minds become foggy. Poor sleep makes us more likely to get sick, have accidents, or struggle with memory and mood. For people with jobs that require focus, like bus drivers, doctors, and teachers, fatigue becomes a real safety risk. Children who can't sleep well fall behind at school. Older adults may become confused or dizzy. Even just 1 or 2 bad nights can affect how we think, react, and solve problems. During a heat wave, these dangers multiply. Getting enough sleep isn't a luxury. It's a basic need like food and water. So, how can you sleep better when the nights are just too hot? It starts with the bedroom. Keep curtains or blinds closed during the day to block out heat. Open windows at night if it's cooler outside, but close them again by sunrise. Use a fan or place a bowl of ice in front of it for an extra cool breeze. Swap heavy duvets for thin cotton sheets and wear loose, light pajamas. Stay well hydrated throughout the day but avoid lots of water right before bed. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the evening and take a cool shower before bed. These small changes really do add up, helping you make it through even the hottest nights. Some groups need extra care during hot, sleepless nights. Parents of babies and young children should check bedroom temperatures and keep cots away from direct sunlight. Dress children in just a nappy or a single layer if it's very warm. Elderly family members should have easy access to water and a cool, shaded place to rest. If you have elderly neighbors or relatives, check in on them often. For children, try to keep a gentle bedtime routine, even if the timing shifts. Community support is vital. Share tips, lend fans, and look out for those most at risk. During these heat waves, it's important to remember that everyone struggles, and we need to work together. Heat waves and sleepless nights can take a toll on mental health. Try to keep a regular routine for eating, resting, and connecting with others, even if sleep remains difficult. Limit news and social media before bed, as worrying stories can make it harder to relax. Light exercise early in the day, like walking or stretching, can ease tension and improve mood. Mindfulness and deep breathing techniques help calm your thoughts at bedtime. If sleep problems persist for weeks, talk to your GP or a sleep specialist. Building resilience means finding small ways to cope and recover, even in a hotter, more unpredictable future. Experts agree, this crisis is tough, but not hopeless. Britain can adapt, but it will take urgent action on many fronts. Insulating homes, installing rooftop solar panels, and creating shaded public spaces will all help. Community gardens and local food networks can ease food insecurity. Sleep specialists remind us that people are remarkably adaptable. With practical strategies and the right help, families can get through even the toughest nights. The government and local councils must play their part, but ordinary people also have power to check on neighbors, share cooling tips, and demand change. With teamwork, creativity, and science, the UK can build a future where hot nights no longer mean suffering and sleeplessness. The Super El Niño of 2026 has shown that the UK must change, at home, on the street, and nationally. Start by making your home cooler. Use blackout curtains, add insulation, and plant shade where you can. Save water, and talk with your community about sharing resources. Support efforts to green your neighborhood with trees and gardens. Push for bigger changes. Ask local leaders to invest in cooling centers, solar power, and better public health support during heat waves. Learn what works for your family and share your knowledge. The more we help each other, the stronger and safer we become. Even as the world changes, people can adapt. Let this be the summer when Britain wakes up, not just from sleepless nights, but to the power of working together for a safer, cooler future.